Welcome to another episode of Mindful Sundays with Kevin and Ty. We're going to be reading 1984 today. Bum bum bum. 1984 by George Orwell. Dystopic fictional book. A dystopian study of political tyranny, mind control, paranoia, and secret mass surveillance. Dark, dystopic, some resemblance of the world and society we live today. Not quite, secret mass surveillance to the degree in the book, but who knows where it's going. Anyways, we're diving in about the later 3/4 of the book. I'm not going to give it away, but I do want to share with you a concept in the book that when I first read about it, it really got me thinking, got me double thinking. So here we go. Page 218. The mutability of the past is a central tenet of Ing Soc, past events. Past events, it is argued, have no objective existence, but survive only in written records and in human memories. The past is whatever the records and the memories agree upon. And since the party is in full control of all records and in equally full control of the minds of its members, it follows that the past is whatever the party chooses to make it. It also follows that though the past is alterable, it never has been altered in any specific instance. For when it has been recreated in whatever shape is needed at the moment, then this new version is the past, and no different past can ever have existed. This holds good even when, as often happens, the same event has to be altered out of recognition several times in the course of a year. At all times, the party is in possession of absolute truth, and clearly the absolute can never have been different from what it is now. It will be seen that the control of the past depends above all on the training of memory. To make sure that all written records agree with the orthodoxy of the moment is merely a mechanical act. But it is also necessary to remember that events happened in the desired manner. And if it is necessary to rearrange one's memories or to tamper with written records, then it is necessary to forget that one has done so. I'll read that again. But it is also necessary to remember that events happened in the desired manner. And it is necessary to rearrange one's memory or to tamper with the written records, then it is necessary to forget that one has done so. The trick of doing this can be learned like any other mental technique. It is learned by the majority of party members, and certainly by all who are intelligent as well as orthodox. In old speak, it is called, quite frankly, reality control. In new speak, so in the book, in the context of where the storyline is in the book, then the process of kind of recreating the language that everyone uses from old speak into new speak. And you can relate it to now, how we kind of have our lingos, our memes, the type of language that we use that is heard in news, movies, type of pop culture books. So in Newspeak, it is called doublethink, though doublethink comprises much else as well. Doublethink means the power of holding two contradictory beliefs in one's mind simultaneously and accepting both of them. The party intellectual knows in which direction his memories must be altered. He therefore knows that he is playing tricks with reality, but by the exercise of doublethink, he also satisfies himself that reality is not violated. The process has to be conscious, or it would not be carried out with sufficient precision. But it also has to be unconscious, or it would bring with a feeling of falsity, and hence of guilt. So consciousness, you can think of it as what we are aware of in our waking state, what we are aware of in our thoughts, our memories, what we talk about, what we do, our feelings, and the memories that we can remember. Whereas unconsciousness, another word you might have heard is kind of subconsciousness, kind of things that we think, feel, and do that are involuntary, and also unconscious memories that we can't recall or remember. And I like to think of dreams too as unconsciousness. Um, Dreams are, for me, symbols of the unconsciousness. And the unconsciousness, it speaks, its language is in symbols. Whereas consciousness, it's kind of, the language is kind of thinking, words, and it's more rational. So yeah, the process has to be unconscious and also conscious. Doublethink lies at the very heart of Ing Soch. So in the book, um, I guess the government has kind of four major departments that controls different realms of society, and Ing Soch is the department that kind of controls language and media and news. Doublethink lies at the very heart of Ing Soch. Since the essential act of the party is to use conscious deception while retaining the firmness of purpose that goes with complete honesty. To tell deliberate lies while genuinely believing in them, to forget any fact that has become inconvenient, and then when it becomes necessary again, to draw it back from oblivion for just so long as it is needed, to deny the existence of objective reality, and all the while to take account of the reality which one denies. Whoa. All this is indispensably necessary. Even in using the word doublethink, it is necessary to exercise doublethink. For by using the word, one admits that one is tampering with reality. By a fresh act of doublethink, one erases this knowledge, and so on indefinitely, with the lie always one leap ahead of the truth. So for by using the word, one admits that one is tampering with reality. By a fresh act of doublethink, one erases this knowledge, and so on indefinitely, with a lie always one leap ahead of the truth. Ultimately, it is by means of doublethink that the party has been able, and may, for all we know, continue to be able for thousands of years to arrest the course of history. Woo. I'm not saying that, so long as some big organization or the government or powerful social media companies are engaging and using this thing of double thinking. I'm not saying that. But I just want for us to reflect on this idea of double thinking, because I believe it, and Ty believes it too, that we all engage in double think every day. For me, it's, I guess with me, my journey of living a plant-based healthy lifestyle, I catch myself double thinking all the time. Like, I know I want to be healthy, and from studying and researching and just feeling my body, I know what that means and what that feels like to eat and live healthily. But I'm double thinking all the time because I still, eat unhealthy stuff. My guilty pleasure is Mary Brown's tater with a side of gravy. Even though I am plant-based, I I've heard once upon a time someone told me that the gravy at Mary Brown's is vegetarian, And that's me double thinking because I am kind of craving and addicted to the gravy, but I haven't really looked more into it to see if it's really true. What is actually in that gravy. And I'm kind of double thinking, and I'm kind of living this little kind of white lie self deception that this gravy is vegan and I'm okay with eating it. So that's an example of double thinking. And Ty and I just wanted to share this with you today. 1984, highly recommend it. And just to reflect in our lives, where do we catch ourselves double thinking? So if you liked hearing from 1984, give this video a like and a heart. It's kind of giving us a high five, and we know that you enjoyed listening today. And I would love to hear in the comment, where in your life do you find yourself double thinking? Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your time and listening today. Take care, my friends. Bye.